I've got the recording now. It's ready. Alright, let's do this shit. Fucking managed to make Rhino useless. Let me double check.
You didn't make my Rhino useless, you meanie.
Is this the survival?
Yeah.
Or bring Straggle Dome?
I'm gonna switch word phrase and we're gonna do that.
Go for half an hour just so that I can prove a point.
And you don't really prove a damn point. You're not going to sit here and say my Rhino's useless.
I did. I made your Rhino useless.
Oh? Oh really? Prove it.
I'm happy to oblige. What is your damage percentage on Overguard? Or not? Or...
Distract the infested while a lone kennel operative hunts for supplies.
Wanted to stay in here because it looks like this is gonna be a pretty good spot.
The infested are releasing toxic
Out of one.
into the area.
One.
The emergency life support I am delivering is your only
Nah, we
chance
should find a
to
better
survive.
place. More of a hallway type.
Oh, we have 2 Koras. This should be fun.
And also 2 people trying to have a dick measuring contest for whose tank is better.
Rhino is still best tank.
Against
You can check them out.
Against infested, this is kind of gonna be almost condemning because you have 2 Koras here. If we place a Strangle Dome down, nothing's hitting.
We should be fine.
Yeah. Go crazy.
Great minds think alike, mate.
Alright. I thought about it too. I was like, do I bring my Kora with my Strangle Dome? Or do I bring Hydroid? But then
Both are good choices.
I thought about just being able to whip claw everything, and I was like, you know what?
Get ready for a capsule.
It's easy to prime stuff as Kora. You get ready for condition. Wait, do you run condition overload on yours for your whip claw or no?
No, I don't. Mine's a crypt build.
Same, but I'm like, what's your crit build like?
Mine's like sacrificial.
I'm gonna run around the organ cells.
So you get 2, and then I've also got a couple of
double
the.
sacrifice. That's okay.
Then I've got the gladiator mods on
Life support
that also give
Yeah.
me crit chance per bloody
buy you more time.
combo.
That makes sense. That makes sense. No, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm running galvanized steel. To get
Oh, yeah.
crit damage instead of sacrificial steel, and I'm running
Yeah.
timed pressure point instead of sacrificial.
I was gonna go that way, and then I went, nah, I'll go for the raw crit, so like my crit's already above 200%, and then I'll just go for the damage after that.
You know, Lexi, I do have one thing on you in the fact that I give myself energy. I can drop energy for people with this build as well.
It can too. It's called Operator.
Yes, but I won't need to fuck with that. And it also works Prime Arcane Energize as well.
Mine also works with Energize too.
Is this what
You
it's
don't
like
drop
to have a
energy
dick?
orbs, though.
Is this what it's like to witness a dick measuring contest?
Life support on the
Yep.
way.
Drop energy orbs, though. I'm telling you, I am objectively the
It
better
still
tank.
counts.
I am objectively the better tank, just because I can heal myself, I can overguard myself, I do more damage with fire.
You do realize I
ability-
can also heal because I can use a life strike weapon.
Okay, but it's built into my kit, motherfucker. We're not talking about weapons here. We're talking about the Warframe.
Another
So,
life support
fuck your
capsule
weapons, fuck your
below.
melee. We're talking about weapons and augments on the, or not weapons. We're talking about mods and augments on the Warframe and the base abilities. And I'm telling you, I don't. While energy pizzas are nice, I don't technically need to use them, and I've only used one so far. That was just to get initial. That was just to get an initial get-go. I've got enough energy now to where I'm not having to do that.
That means you're still relying on other things, son.
Not
There's
just
an
to
open
get
cell
started.
here, by the way.
Just to get fucking started.
Yeah, that's called
Hey.
relying on items.
Ninja,
Don't lie.
Ninja. What do you think? Is your LR3? What is your opinion?
If you used Rhino's little cheat with his charge ability, then he's the better tank.
Yeah, which I
Because-
am.
But you're only using it and you're originally getting it where if you keep doing it over and over, you can get hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of overguard.
I know. I do that too. But I'm stacking it a different way, so it's not
But
working
I'm
in the
just
same
saying,
way.
I'm not also basing myself solely off of overguard. I'm also basing myself off of the benefits that I give to the team.
Yeah, so Rhino's very much a damage helping team or solo survival, really.
I can also give everyone else survivability currently.
I don't know. We'll let
In the form
we'll
of
let
extra
the viewers
armor.
decide when they watch this video whose is better, but it's mine.
Here we go, here comes Torment of Gears. Oh, someone found him.
They don't even know where he's at. What the fuck?
The operative has just
Neither do
made
I.
the first
I'm
discovery.
just swinging and hitting.
Keep up the good work.
I don't even think he's in this room.
Extraction is ready.
If he was, he'd probably be dead by now.
I don't know. I just like Nyx because I'm biased.
Hey, Slouchy McSlouchyton.
I'm
Like,
more of a I'm more of a Meza main, so I'm not like in any way, shape, or form in this
Fair
argument.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hello there.
Yeah, I just play. I either when I'm by myself, I either play Ivera or Nyx. I don't really focus on the tank aspects. I just started playing Saren a lot more extensively.
Saren is a very strong frame.
I used to play Saren like crazy amounts. But then, you know, they took away the ability that her spores go through walls. You can't put her spores on her ult.
Yep,
It's like,
yep.
what?
I remember.
So, you know what?
She needed a nerf though. She was also way too powerful.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I just like it.
Not that hard of a nerf though.
Man, not that one. Like, I think, you know, when you made it so that way Warframe abilities don't go through walls, you kind of just have Saren right there. You didn't have to make it so that way her molt can't.
Is
spread
that
forward.
why my fucking meteorites aren't working?
What do you mean?
Um, I have been absolutely going insane. I thought that I was just losing my mind, but my
No, no.
overguard and my meteorites aren't going through walls, and I couldn't
Yeah,
figure out
they-
why until just now.
They nerfed that. They've nerfed
Yeah,
that.
Oh
they
my
nerfed that.
fucking
That was
God,
like
DE.
that was the nerf. That was the nerf of the century. For
Yeah.
a good.
It was like
5 years of
it was
the
like
game.
7 frames or something. Got absolutely like
Really
debuffed.
railed. Saren was one of them. Then in came Ember. Then
Yep, Amber was another one.
Mag. Then Mag because you couldn't pull enemies or use greedy pull
Yep.
effectively. Then came who else? What other AoE frame? Banshee. Banshee got hit the hardest.
Banshee with the
Yeah, because Genji with their Sonic Boom build.
Yeah,
She with
that
her
was-
Sonic Boom and her
that got
and her,
nerfed.
her weak points as well.
Yep.
Her weak points no longer go through walls.
I feel like there was one more.
From back then, because I'm trying to remember all the frames that were out then before we got the bigger list, because this nerf affected a lot of them back then.
Wasn't it?
Now it's just normalized.
I thought it was Hydroid. Was the other one that got nerfed?
Yeah, it's Tidal Wave. It's Tidal Wave buff.
Hydra got nerfed all around before, like
Before he got his little
having
buff.
before he got his little buff. Hydra was kind of in a shitty situation to begin with, but
Hydroid was in a rough spot for a hot minute.
Yeah, but he was one of the strongest, and then they nerfed his fourth going through walls, and then nerfed his tidal wave, and then they're like made him unplayable pretty much.
and they gave it back to him with his armor strip with plunder.
Yep.
And then they tried to make things right even further with.
I still think it needs a slight buff.
I think Warhammer
I think
abilities
it's
need to
quite-
go through walls again because Jesus mother humping Christ.
In a way, I'm actually in a state of mind where it's actually okay that Warhammer abilities don't go through walls anymore, because now they've
It was-
a whole AFK penalty, which is where if you
Yes.
stand still too long,
You don't get the reward,
you
and
don't get the
Wait,
reward.
why
and
are you-
lose.
Oh wait. I was gonna ask, why is Path dead?
It's not
And why
me,
is
my
it?
pet.
And why is he just staying dead?
No, that'd be my pet. That ain't me.
Well, I saw your name and then see your pet's name,
I is.
so it scared the crap out of me.
But then they kind of
Thank you.
contradicted themselves releasing Cyto 9, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
They contradicted themselves releasing Cyto 9 because you took away the ability to have Warframe abilities go through walls only just to give us a Warframe that has infinite punch through.
yep.
I didn't find that to be reassuringly sense making.
Just give us damn thing back because it's what's causing me to not have my overguard right now.
Well, there's a lot of things causing you to not have your overguard. One of them is the fact that I think
It's the fact that everything's dead. Which
Yeah.
is why you play something like Rhino, because once everything dies, you're
But
kind of
I-
screwed.
But you know, the funny thing about that is overguard is not the only thing I'm measuring here. I'm also really just enjoying
It
the
also
whole
affects the
fucking
survivability score.
Yes, but you gotta understand, there's one thing you're not taking into account here. That every time I activate the ability that gives me overguard, is I get a bit of my health back.
I don't care. I don't need that.
I will admit Overguard has kind of shifted the game of Warframe a lot. It has, because it's made
But you got Dante as well, who gets a pretty big chunk of overguard.
yeah, forget that you got his Spectre, you don't even need to run him.
Yep.
Plus,
That's
once I run
kind
out
of
of Overguard, I usually just shield gate into another one. So it's like, I don't need
I
help.
think that was a really good change though, when they allowed us to actually mod for shield gating instead of just
Yes.
having it. That
He's
was
having
better.
our little ways of doing it anyway.
Yeah, instead of having our little cheeky ways of doing it, we had that.
They're like, you're gonna do it anyway, just let him have it.
Right.
And
I think that
also,
was
there's
a
one
really
other
good
thing
change.
you have to take into account is that, like, say, you are building a fuck off, I am gonna just tank everything damage frame, and I'm trying
That's
to
actually a damage. It's a damage and damage buff frame.
Where's this guy
It
gonna
does everything.
spawn?
I'm trying to
It does
build
its own set of support.
I'm trying to build an armor strip sort of weapons platform that also just happens to be a tank.
Come back here and kick my...
And I feel like
Yeah.
that's
Oh my god!
How do you, buddy?
I'll let the people
If you
decide
come right
what's
here,
better.
there's so much poison proc here. There's so much poison proc, and then hiding in all of the poison is a Jade Exodus.
There you go. There's what two charges does to me.
And while that's nice and all,
Appreciate
I
you.
still feel like the healing that I get and the benefit that I get from Ember's second ability is nicer. Because you have to understand that
And
you
This is
are
what
locked.
Roar is for.
You are locked in fucking tight. You cannot increase your ability damage once you're inside the mission. You do not have that ability. You are locked to a set number of ability damage. But whereas I can sort of increase mine periodically just by setting shit on fire. Gotta give me that.
Actually, technically, my power strength increases over time
How?
because as I kill things.
How? He does not have an ability that does
Molt
that.
augmented. Molt augmented increases power strength for every kill up to 250.
Fuck you and your fancy ass augment.
Permanent power
Yeah.
strength increase.
That's like that's hand. That augment is kind of like hands down the best
Okay, if
augment to
we
run.
don't take that augment into account, then we're about. And honestly, I'd say we're kind of even.
Mult Augment and fucking Arcane Energize together.
Oh yeah, I run that now. I run that on everything, and you'd be kind of crazy to not have Arcane Energize by now. We literally just had an event where you can get a full set of them.
You're talking to the person who's running no energize on this.
Well, I mean, if you're not running Energize, that means you have pretty good efficiency as it is.
Correct.
All
My,
I
my
know-
core doesn't have Energize.
Yeah.
All I know.
I've got Rage on.
All I know is that I'd say we're about
that's
even.
smart. That's smart.
I have the
Rage on
augment that gives on finish or kill a ton of fucking armor.
And you know
I haven't
how
ran
obviously
Rage.
Cora gets hit a lot. Rage is
I
great.
haven't ran Rage since they took away the weapon channeling system. You could channel energy into your weapon. I haven't.
Well,
ran that
I'm
since.
actually relying on my Sasha Kubro to kill the thing with the finisher. To trigger it. Because it works. It does trigger it.
Gotta admit though.
Why do you think I've been pretty much
my
running with no
Ember build isn't
shields?
Bad at least. my tanky Ember isn't a bad thing. Honestly, I feel like it's better than Rhino. Just a hit works a little bit more cohesively. And while yes, you do get more overguard, I must say, even though I cap out at 26,000, I don't feel like that's as much of a detriment. Given that one, I heal
It's
myself.
not, because you're also shield gaining, and you can also sit there and heal yourself.
That too.
There you go, grab my dilly quickly.
So I feel
I
like
don't need help. I don't need healing. That's the thing.
there is one thing that I must say.
Look what our Tenno
Is
operatives
if you get
found.
into a situation where you have no overguard, or your overguard gets popped by a Jade Exit, you are kind of fucked for a few seconds. Whereas as long as I have energy, I can spam my third ability and run for my life. Really, dude?
I got
How
you.
did you die? You're LR3. Do not be dying.
Told you, I'm about to get getting dinner from the vents. So if I die again, just leave me for a second. I'll come revive myself.
Alright.
But yeah, with my ability to heal myself and drop energy orbs, I'm basically completely self-sufficient. So I guess at that point it just determines your play style.
Can you just leave me alone?
Maybe.
But
maybe
Rhino is
respect it.
effectively like Ember is a trap, in my opinion. We'll let chat decide.
You get all my
Also,
fucking.
Rhino
If I'm
is
being-
an amazing video title, and I just cannot. The Rhino is useful.
If I'm really being extensively honest
Rhino
here,
is
and this
crack
me-
cocaine.
And this is me being excessively honest. Rhino has not had a good streak since Overguard came out.
As what?
Since Overguard came out, Rhino has not had a good streak of luck.
Well, they changed the way that Overguard and Armor works.
Do you think my Ember's a little bit better?
I think Ember's better in terms of the way that you have it built, or just in general. You're not gonna do it like that. You gotta answer my question first.
What?
In terms of the way that you have it built, or in terms of just general aspect, do I think?
In terms of the way that I have it built.
In terms of the way that you have it built, yes. But if we're taking pre-overguard, no.
Well, no. Pre-overguard, no. Pre-overguard, no. Absolutely not. Pre-overguard Rhino stops even, what's his name? Dante.
Pre-overguard stomps out Dante, but once they added Dante, and then they added the ability to mod for overguard, and then they started making other frames be able to get overguard, Rhino had like
He needs a buff. My little Rhino.
Well, Rhino doesn't really need a buff. He needs a rework of how his iron skin works.
His iron skin's flawless. He's already had an iron skin rework. Like Rhino has seen 2 reworks already.
He just needs a buff. That's really what it is. His iron skin's fine.
He needs it so that way he gains overguard instead of actually gaining like genuine full iron. He needs to be able to retain some way to gain overguard, because without using the Rhino quote unquote cheat, because that's what it is.
It is. Yeah.
Cheat. Without using the Rhino cheat, Rhino kind of slinks into this position of, okay, he gets fucked on by a lot of shit and not paying attention, and then he gets outscaled as well in terms of actually being able to tank. Chroma in this day and age does a little bit better than him.
And I feel like I
Unfortunately,
just kind of
Chroma gets a purpose.
I feel like I just kind of took Ember, gave her her own pocket Trinity, as well as her own pocket Rhino, and just fused the best parts of Trinity and Rhino together with all the benefits of Ember. It is the true orgy frame.
I feel like Trinity needs a fucking buff. And this shit needs
Trinity
a buff.
needs a rework. Trinity needs a rework horribly. Trinity is desperately in need of a rework. They need to fix her. They need to give her some fucking purpose so that way people can stop subsuming it all.
Well, she's pretty much. Why would you use Trinity when you have Garuda? And that's a damage frame as well. You literally buff yourself with health with the fucking pillar.
With her altar, and then you can just.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you just do massive damage within it. It's like, well, Trinity, what? She gives energy? So does half the other frames these days.
Trinity. But I will admit to this though, negative duration Trinity still works, and I'm surprised about it.
Yeah, negative duration Trinity, what I'm doing.
Negative duration Trinity is kind of crazy because of the energy pulses you get.
I still got negative fucking Speedva. Haven't changed her yet.
Negative Speed Nova kind of slanked off as well when they added the ability that you can speed up and slow down frame. Yeah. You can speed up or slow it down by just either holding.
What the hell? How did you die?
Spectre. Lost my stacks on my whip claw.
Yep. Got him.
Gotta admit though, my Ember is a pretty nice and shiny build. I feel like I've done a pretty good playing up job.
I'm always a fan of like workshop or speculation builds. There's always a good thing. I don't know. And then Warframe's talking about doing this thing where you can now see people's builds in mid-mission, and I'm just like, I don't really fuck with that, because this game is already. Okay, I'm gonna be so perfectly
When are you gonna get time to look at somebody's build mid-mission? Like, sorry,
right.
I'm in a 20-minute survival with like 200 enemies around me. Let me just quickly stop. Look at what you've got.
Right. And then another thing I'm not agreeing with is that this game is already meta locked due to like certain things. I would hate for it to get increasingly worse because people want to.
Especially considering they're considering adding a vote to kick system. So if you have a build that people don't like, they can just vote to kick you out for your build.
Can you imagine trying to do like Hydron or something, trying to level up your frame, and someone kicks you because they don't like it? Like, get out.
It's like, oh, we're here for this. Oh, we're here for this. It's like, oh, yeah.
I'll come get you.
Same. Okay, we're in the same boat.
I'll get you. It's okay.
I don't understand why people would do that. That is no.
Oh, brother.
Well, then
this
there's
game
people
will
like
slowly...
Path who would absolutely kick me for my build.
No, I don't really care what people run. I may judge you for it, but at the end of the day, it's just it's your device. You run what you want. But if you start
If you want to
sucking the
suffer,
ground
then you can
too
suffer
much-
yourself.
I was gonna say, but if you start sucking the ground too much, I genuinely will just sit back and watch the fire burn. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, at some point you gotta watch the person just continue to waste their revive.
You gotta understand though, for just throwing together, or for my own brain working, I've made a pretty good Ember build. I didn't get this Ember build from anyone. I sort of came up with it on my own.
I mean, the way you're running Ember, I'll admit, is very, very unique. However, putting Roar on Ember is not the most unheard of thing. I think the most unheard of thing I have seen on an Ember was somebody putting Breach Wisp ability on Ember.
Oh.
Why?
But isn't Breach a nuke now?
Breach is somewhat a nuke.
Yeah.
What's it do?
It makes it so that way they take guaranteed radiation procs. It's a Wisp ability. They take
Yeah.
guaranteed radiation procs, and then they
Oh, you mean the
For every
ability I
headshot.
assumed because it's useless? Or I thought it was useless?
Man.
Correction?
It's
I
actually
thought?
really not. On Wisp, it's actually very, very cracked out. On Wisp itself, it's actually very nice. Which is why people get rid of, like, the little floating specs. People get rid of
A lot of the time they get rid of it for their big cannon because
Really? Soulgate? I would
Yep.
think augment, though.
yep, most people get rid of Soul Game.
Not with her new augment out, though, where it leaves a damaging sun behind now.
Is a what?
Oh yeah, her Wisp, her fourth ability, her augment, makes it so she splits into 3 projections of herself, and they each shoot a beam. And when you cancel the ability, or when you turn off the ability, it leaves a damaging sun behind with a guaranteed heal.
Well, fuck me then. I need to get my whip build going again. Especially since she's gonna have a proto frame. Although, are they gonna make her no longer float, or are we gonna have a floating nun frame?
They're probably gonna make her float still, because it is a part of her. Because she floated during the reveal, she was floating then.
I'll have to put a different stance on her to make her not,
Make her not float.
if she has feet. And I don't feel like they're gonna give the nun frame feet.
She's supposed to look like a ghost, so like half ethereal, half person. So I highly doubt they'll give her feet. But if they do give her feet,
That's
they're
a
gonna
very
probably
bold
make-
choice on DE's part, let me tell you, giving the nun frame feet.
I mean, the nun frame feet it's a bold concept, but it's a concept that nonetheless works out. I'm not gonna lie. I wish them luck if they do it. Another thing that I would love for them to add, can we get exalted weapon ribbons, please?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
We're gonna, by the way,
Even
we're gonna go. I've gotten enough Oregon cells from this round. I'd like to try out my mix after this, but I just wanted to show off its build for YouTube.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Oh, are you leaving then?
Yeah. What's that?
5 minutes?
Yeah, I
5
want.
minutes?
I like a 30-minute video. Gives a good retention. Without
Yeah.
being too lengthy. We're gonna try this new thing where I just press record for certain missions. I feel like something interesting
Rip.
is going to happen.
I'm gonna really quickly just turn off audio share so that way I can say whatever the hell I want. I'm messing.
Wait, why are we on?
No, you do a 30-minute video and the very end of it you say the most racist, heinous stuff and go, well, I can't play the last 30 seconds now, thanks.
But we're not striking right now. 5 more minutes left.
Who's here at Who's all the way here at extraction?
That would be Lexi.
Wait, what?
We're extracting it.
5 more minutes.
Even 30. Even 30. We'll be literally right at like 30.
Ooh, that's toxin pop. I'm gonna go ahead and.
That toxin hits differently.
Oh yeah, the changes to toxin were nasty. The changes to all elements were kind of crazy.
Even magnetic,
no
like,
longer
takes your
takes. Magnetic no longer takes energy. Instead, it just takes your shield in one hit. Corrosive cuts straight through your health. Viral cuts your health in half.
And toxin just chips at it, percentage-wise.
Yeah, percentage-wise, and it's based on max HP too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Here, maybe.
It's backs off max of HP before mods.
And what else am I missing? Radiation now actually makes you team kill. And if you take a radiation proc and you get full radiated, you will actually team kill somebody.
No, thank you.
Lapse knocks you on your ass. I'm just waiting for them to make it so that way the base elements actually do something. Because the only thing that actually does anything right now is heat, and cold slows you. I would love for it to freeze you if you gain enough cold stats. And electric, I would love for
I
it
think
to
it's. I think it does freeze you now, doesn't it?
No, it just slows you, and the slow gets gradually worse. I'm talking about like how this, you know how the Sentinels have the little pale beam. You know how the Sentinels have the little crop.
Yeah.
Can actually like
Holy
get
shit, we might just
one,
peek there.
something like that.
What is with the violent shaking?
That would be my restless leg syndrome. Yeah, I have bad.
Fucking hell.
I have bad enough restless leg syndrome that I'm vibrating the whole house.
Well, wasn't paying attention. Trying to stuff
Oh
good in my
no,
mouth.
dinosaur!
Let's try and get myself
Oh
up.
no!
Try to multitask. I'm not very good at eating and playing with one hand.
There's many ways to practice.
Not for putting things in my mouth like this.
And somehow you managed to make it worse.
Nom nom nom.
What do you eat anyways?
A glizzy, from the sound of it.
You wish.
Oh, no.
You're, what nationality are you again?
All share in this
British?
bounty. Hold out as long
Australian?
as you can.
That's better.
Yeah, Australian. You've a very non-distinct accent, sorry. But,
Thank you. I can put a really thick Australian accent if that makes it easier.
no, I like your accent.
I dated an Australian woman before, so I know how that accent gets.
But I'll tell you, every time I talk to an Australian, you know what it makes me sad I don't have on hand more often?
What? Excuse me?
Vegemite?
Yeah, actually, I
Vegemite?
unironically really like Vegemite. It is very good.
Vegemite and cheese on a toasted sandwich.
Yes,
delicious.
you're speaking my language.
I'm not a fan of Vegemite.
I actually do not like Vegemite, and I've tried it the normal way.